Welcome in, everybody, to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joey P. Joe P's up here with me, of course, is Scott Bogman, and it's you. And we are hanging out talking Thursday night football for the final time in 2023. It's been a fun ride. It's been ups and downs, but regardless, it's going to come to an end as all of the games are going to shift over to Sunday. And next thing you know, we've got playoffs. But don't worry, we've got plenty of coverage for you here at Betting Pros throughout the NFL playoffs. Through week 18, too. We got so much going on. Boggs, how's the bowl season treating you so far?
Bowl season is good, but, the big one is on Monday. That's the one I'm looking forward to. Texas versus Washington. I'm super excited for it. And then hopefully if Texas wins, I'm going to be looking at tickets to the Natty and see if I need to sell a kidney or whatever needs to get done for that.
You still got that one left after a couple years ago. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Who needs
kidneys? Kidneys are overrated. Tonight's action, we've got the New York Jets going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. The Jets have struggled on the road. They are 6-9. The Cleveland Browns are 10-5. And Cleveland Browns coming off an incredibly impressive performance against the Houston Texans. The Texans were not at full strength without C.J. Stroud, but still, Boggs, I mean, holy crap. What a day for Amari Cooper, and Joe Flacco continues to drop huge 300-yard game after a huge 300-yard game.
He really does. It is, Cooper was amazing and then came up gimpy in that game too, by the way. Just have the best receiving day in the history of the Cleveland Browns and then come up gimpy at the end. It's just a little crazy. And what Flacco has been doing is insane to come off the couch, basically, to lead a team. And, it's not complicated. Joe Flacco's always had a massive arm. He can fit it in tight windows, but the strategy is throw it deep, let your receiver make a play and trust him, or get a flag, or it's going to be a pick. He's also thrown some picks. So, it's a lot of outcomes, but you're at least
giving that with baseball, right? The true outcomes, that's Joe Flacco.
That is really, he does have a baseball attitude kind of when it comes to that. But I mean, he's Farvian right now in the fact that he throws it downfield and lets his guys go make plays, and Cooper is going to make a play. Cedric Tillman's a guy that can make a contested catch. Moore's a dude that you need to get in space, but Njoku plays with the size as well. So I think this team fits well for what he has been doing, but Jets defense is legit. Their offense is one of the worst I've ever seen, but the defense is legit. So this one, I think, is going to be a little tougher.
I agree. Short week too, and everything's been going so well for Flacco. Some of those potential interceptions that he throws could come back to haunt him a little bit in this game. So we're going to get to that. Before we do, don't forget, free stuff. If you want a chance to win a free premium 1-year subscription to Betting Pros, your place to start betting smarter, not harder, you need to subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel right now. Comment below on this video, and that's it. We'll be announcing the winner right here on the channel, so make sure you turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when new episodes drop, and if you are the winner, so you can claim your prize. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here. Again, Jets 6-9, travel to Cleveland 10-5. The best number you can get for the Cleveland side, -7 at -110 over a points bet, +7.5, which is very interesting over on DK at -115. The total for this game, over 34. Right on the button, -110 at Caesars, then under 35. You can still get the 35 over on DK at -110. The Jets on the money line, 3-1. Ooh, it's so tempting. You know how much I love this. I love to go on these 3-1s on these Thursday night games. But I'm still with the Browns. However, Boggs, I'm on the Jets side of the points on this one.
Okay.
I do think this one's a little closer. I think the Jets will feed Breece Hall. I do think the secondary is going to give Joe Flacco a little bit more problems than some of the other secondaries he's faced. And if Amari Cooper, as you mentioned before, is not 100% in this game, short week, all of those things, holidays, there's a lot of chaos with practice and the holidays on a short week. I don't know why they make these guys play on Thursday night this time of year. It's so dumb, though. It is, but it's stupid. Or what they should do.
Always stupid.
But you know what they should do? Take two of the teams that are playing Saturday night last week and give them a little extra time. You know what I mean? But instead, we're throwing these two teams from Sunday out here.
Don't even start with me on this. You know
I'm
how
gonna
I am.
Start with you.
Well, the bye week, we shouldn't have Thursday night games when there are not bye weeks. Only teams coming out bye weeks should be playing on Thursday night.
That's also
they have proper rest, all that stuff. But the NFL's never going to do it because they like money. So They're
I like money
not
too.
gonna make money on Monday because the college football playoff games. So no Monday night games. They put it on Saturday. So, money first. Money talks. I hate this game in terms of the line and the total. There's props I like here. I know I've said that a couple weeks in a row, but these are just so tight. I'll say I like laying the points with Cleveland better. They're more desperate for a win. They're at home. The Jets offense is horrific. So like all of these little things add up to me liking the Browns and laying the points in this game. The total, I don't know. I don't trust the Jets at all to score. So I'll take the under, but I can tell you not one red penny of mine will be bet on the total in this game. I
can understand that. I think this number is spot on as well. So I'm I kind of see eye to eye, but we're on different ends of this because you think that Cleveland can cover this number, and I, on the other hand, am a little suspect of that. So we're split on this one. I don't have the cojones to go all the way on the Jets side of this one. Like, if you want to, look,
you've been right on those.
I know, and it's taking everything in my being to be disciplined here and not, because it is the Jets on the road. If this was in New York, I might even have a different story about this one. But
I think I might too. Yeah.
The Jets on the road have just been not good. So at the end of the day, as Bog's saying, maybe this is a better game to start looking at some of the props instead. But I'm taking the points with the Jets, especially with that hook over on DK. That to me is the standout there, because I do think this is going to be kind of like, a Cleveland Browns, by 6 kind of a victory here, not like running away with it necessarily. I think the Jets can keep it close. And if they do have a turnover or two, and some of those drives are stopped there of Joe Flacco with some of his irresponsibility with the football, that's where the under comes in. Like,
but
that's where you're stopping those scoring opportunities, and then you're pulling this game back, and that's when it under.
As long as those don't go for scores, right? Like that.
As long as they don't get returned for pick sixes, yes.
But
he throws the ball deep, Boggs. That's the thing. Like you said before, he's throwing the ball deeper, so it's not like one of these things where he's trying to pass out. He's like on the 10-yard line in his own 10, trying to pass out of things.
But with the Jets offense being so bad, it's also more likely that he is going to throw picks because he's willing to take more risks. Because especially if they're not scoring early. The Jets. So yeah, I don't know. This I don't like the total or the side of this game. So, but I do. There are some plays I like here.
All right. So you're on the Cleveland side. I'm on the Jets side with the points. We're both staying away from the total. Look, if you want to have a little bit of fun, throw a unit on the Jets and enjoy the chaos. Like I can't say throwing $10 on the Jets to win you $30 tonight isn't a fun thing to do. Like it is. That's what betting is. It's supposed to be a good time.
The lottery ticket is worth the $5 or whatever, just so you can imagine what.
If you got one of those bonus bets where they throw you money on the bonus bets, this is the perfect night to do it. Throw it on there just in case you get the chaos that has been standalone football in 2023. It really has, without a doubt, been that way. Don't forget, everybody, we've also got NBA action for you as well. Every single Wednesday, every single Friday, right here on the channel. Matt Modi giving you the best bets for NBA live on the channel, 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you join us for all of that action as well. Boggs, let's get to the props. And let's start with Joe Flacco and the completion total, 22.5.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say the juice isn't great. It's minus 130. But here's the thing. 3 quarterbacks have completed more than 23 passes against the Browns the entire season. It was Josh Allen in week 1, had 29. Dak had 31 week 2. Jalen had 28 week 6. But since week 6, nobody's done it. Tua twice had 21. Josh Allen had 20. No one else has had more than 16 completions against the Browns. So now look, Flacco has passed this completion in every single game he's played for the Browns, right? He's gone over 23 completions. So he has been good, but we know Thursday night's weird. Maybe this game gets away from the Jets and the Browns decide to run in the second half as well. I just don't really trust Flacco to hit this mark. So I don't like taking unders typically. The interception props were just juiced to hell. So.
They are. It's funny. The number, I talked on the FP show this week about the Flacco number being higher for the passing yards, and I was going to go under it. And now it's 229.5. And
that's about right. That's about right. He's gone over that in every game too, right?
He's gone over, he's crushed it in every game. And he's been over 300 the last 3 weeks.
Right.
But the whole point is, I was thinking this number is going to be in the 250, 260 range. And I was going to go hammer this under. Let's go. They have really, and this is why I'm on the Jets side. Well, this number is 229.5. They're telling you what their expectations are. It's like, hey, this is a 3-day preparation kind of thing around the holidays. Like, this might not be the offensive onslaught that you saw on Sunday. And I think Vegas is prepared for that. And they know that people are going to hammer this under on the passing yard. So I don't even know if there's any value, but 229.5, I'd still go under, to be honest with you. Because again, whenever you have any turnovers potentially in this game, then it just drags all those other stats down with it. Which is an interesting piece of information. Let's talk about Breece Hall. You've got two Breece Hall props for tonight, rushing yards and rushing attempts. Let's talk about them because you're over on both.
Yeah, I'm going to go over the 12.5. It's minus 120 and over 42.5 rush yards as well. And this is because of Trevor Siemian playing. And what did the Jets do last week? They said, let's put the ball in Breece Hall's hands. 20 carries, 12 receptions. He touched the ball 32 times. So what is the strategy if you're the New York Jets right now? Give the ball to Breece Hall as many times as he can handle it. And I think he's going to get at least 15 carries in this game. I think he's probably going to be targeted a bunch as well. But if he's getting that many hacks, in the Browns defense is good. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's going to break out for 100 yards, but he has explosive plays. So a couple explosive plays on 15 carries, I think he can get to this 42.5. And I think, honestly, I feel like the over on the rush attempts is my favorite bet in this game because they don't have much else. Trevor Siemian is not really getting it done, even though he's looked a little better. Hand the ball off a lot, keep this game close, let your defense make some plays. I think that's the idea if you're the New York Jets here.
All right, we got one here from JMNYC. Is Jerome Ford worth it for a bounce back after last game? The attempts are at 12.5 at minus 105 on DK and the yards at 44.5 at minus 110 on FanDuel. Best numbers I found. No Cooper, so I figure Browns run that. Look, your thoughts on Ford here in this one, because obviously you might have to rely on some other pieces. Is Ford that other piece?
Yeah, I think that he could be, but I don't know. I don't want to bank on Ford. Hunt has been banged up, but he's a go, I believe, here in this game. So I don't want to bank on him running against the Jets. The Jets defense is just really good.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows too, with the Amari Cooper situation, I mean, look, last week was unbelievable, but those are crazy things that happen. Like sometimes you just get that. It's a crazy thing. It's fun. But we move on to the next game. So next one here is David Njoku, who that could be a guy, Boggs, who could see a little bit more action tonight. And he's certainly been a very busy boy with Joe Flacco. 52.5 receiving yards, minus 110. And you're over on this one too.
Yeah, I'm going to go over on this one, even though I don't like the completions. Cooper, did we say, is Cooper officially out? Ruled out?
That's what I'm double checking too, because I did not see that. So JM was talking about Cooper being out for that, which I did not see anywhere.
Well, either way,
it continues to be questionable for everything I've seen as of right now.
We know that. And Cooper is going to get sauced, right? So he's going to get Sauce or Reed. They're both good.
There's no official out for Amari Cooper. That is not.
But he's less than 100%. Njoku has had at least 8 targets in the last 3 games, and the juice on the receptions is just worse. I kind of like that prop more because I believe it's 5.5 receptions for him, or 4.5 receptions for him. I think it's 5.5. So I like that one a little more, but the juice was bad, and that's a lot of catches. So 53 yards. He's hit this in 5 of his last 7 games as well. Has become a reliable target. Also, anytime touchdown for David Njoku, I love in this game. I believe the Jets have given up the second most tight ends, or second most touchdowns to tight ends this year at 8.
It's funny, it's plus 170 for any time for Njoku, but you can get Breece Hall plus 180, and that's where I'm going tonight. And
I think just Breece Hall's definitely going to have more hacks at it, right? Like we said.
Well, that's my whole point.
Yeah,
it's exactly my point of view on that. So to that point, just because we're talking about it right now, actually, you know what? Well, let's do one last one. Let's talk about Cedric Tillman, because that's another guy. You and I both love the talent, love the receiver. This is an opportunity here for him, if indeed Cooper is more of a decoy or something like that, that you might get some action out of Tillman tonight too. And it's a low number right now. It is 2.5 for the reception total for him.
Yeah, and it's plus 130 on the juice on DK at least. Yeah. So I really like that. And, once again, Cooper's less than 100%. And we know that Flacco likes to throw it downfield. Tillman is a guy that can get open downfield, and you throw him a 50-50 ball. He uses that size. So I like the total on his receptions. I think his total yards prop was in the 20s, so it was fairly low. And his long was 14.5. I kind of like whatever you want to play with Tillman tonight, but this one had the best juice at plus 130. So I'll go with the over 2.5 receptions.
All right. Where I'm living today is actually with that aforementioned Breece Hall touchdown, which you can get right now, as I said, plus 180 over on FanDuel. And you put that along with the Jets at plus 7.5, you get plus 261. That is my nice little skinny investment where if I like the Jets side, I also like Breece Hall. I'm not going to go crazy on the 3-1 action of it necessarily, where I'm taking the Jets on the money line because that's just a little bit too saucy for me. Even though I do like the upset specials here, I do think Cleveland really is confident right now. I think they're playing good football. I just think this game is going to be a little bit more of a slog for them than what they've been accustomed to the last few weeks.
How about a Eli Moore anytime touchdown at plus 425 against his old team and Joe Flacco's old team? Maybe they designed him some plays up there near the red zone.
But to your point,
get him a touchdown.
It's fun, but to your point too, that you made earlier, Breece Hall is going to get the amount of he is the Jets offense. Let's be honest.
He is.
That's what it is right now. So why not go with that guy? Get him in the end zone. If the Jets end up winning, great. Like if you want to do one with a 7.5,
you're quadrupling on Eli Moore for the Browns to score. Come on.
Yeah. Now, interesting enough, if you do put the Jets on the money line here, which you're getting 290 over a FanDuel, which is where I am right now, and you pair that with the Breece Hall anytime touchdown score, that together you're getting it plus 519. So that's feeling a little crazy. So again, I think it's a little greedy. If you want to throw a unit on one and then 2 units on the aforementioned safer one with the plus 7.5, I would recommend that one instead. I think that's going to return value, but you never know. Crazy things happen. And just to review what Bogman has tonight, he is on the Cleveland minus 7.5. I'm on the Jets plus 7.5. We both don't care for the total on this game, so we'll just kind of let it go. He's leaning the under, but I'm not crazy about it either. Flacco under 22.5 completions. Breece Hall over 13.5 rush attempts, over 42.5 rush yards. Njoku over 52.5 receiving yards. Cedric Tillman over 2.5 receptions. Nice juice on that too, plus 130. So great stuff, Boggs, as always. It's been so fun to hang out with all of you and do these shows live every Monday, every Thursday. We'll be back on 24 to do more of them. And we've got plenty more football for you on Betting Pros through December and into January and February too, my friends. So make sure you stay with us. Drop your comments below, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell till it goes ding. We love talking ball with all of you and also talking NBA, college football, and a whole lot more, baby. It's a good time to be wagering on sports. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For Scott Bogman, I'm Joey P. Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy your Thursday night football.
See ya.